Dear participant, good evening, and sorry for the interruption. Due to some technical issue, my system shut down, and I have to restart. So we got about 15 minutes late as the usual time. But don't worry. So here I have to start the recording also, so that live stream the recording. What? Okay, now everything is fine. Yeah. So we are going to start from the last lecture, and the file same I am opening here. This file I shared yesterday, and we discussed everything. Some part was there. If you have any question, we can discuss before starting the session. Okay. So if you have any question, you can unmute your mic also. Just 1 minute, I have to allow you to unmute your mic. But remember, only it is required. Okay, I am audible? Yes. So, dear participant, sorry for the interruption. Actually, my system was shut down, and to manage everything, I have to take some time. Sorry for the interruption, and now we are going to start our today's session. Okay, so yesterday we discussed this file. Okay, everything which are inside this content. The topic was variables, data type, and operations. So variables and data type, we discuss everything, and the rest part operations, I provide this file so that you can cover all this content from the operations. If you have any question, you can unmute your mic and you can ask from me. You are permitted to unmute your mic. Yes, please. Anyone, please? Are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir. Thank you. For me, no question. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any question, please? Hello? I think I am not audible to
Yes, sir.
you
We can
properly.
hear you. Yes. No, we can hear you. Thank you. But for
I
me,
am
no
audible?
question. Thank you.
Yes, I am
Yes, sir.
perfect
Yes, sir.
audible, I
We
think.
can.
My mic is
Yes.
working properly.
Yes, sir. Audible.
elif mode.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Yes. So now this is the main file. So before this, everything are the basic concept only. But I speedily I repeat the operations. Okay. So in the Python, this is the script file which is prepared and has sent to all the participants yesterday, so that you can go through. But still, some of the participants are new, which are not familiar about all these things. So frequently I repeat these basic operations. You can easily follow all these. Okay. So if there are some participants who was not present yesterday and today they join this meeting, so I request to all the participants to go through the yesterday's lecture, which is shared in the WhatsApp group, as well as the link which is available on the YouTube also will be shared with you, so that everything you can cover easily. Yeah. So here we have the arithmetic operations, how you can add the two operations. So here we very simple, as we are speaking, we can write the syntax in the Python, the code. Okay, if you are taking the two variables and you want to add, so this operation, which is you can see on the right hand side, after computing this part, will be stored in the side variable, which is result, and you can use the print command to print the result. Okay, and you can easily execute this shell from this one. Okay, so firstly it will connect with the cloud computing, and then after this will return the value. So you can see now these three dots are in green, and now this will return the result. You can manipulate these values. Suppose it is 15 and 13, and when once again you will execute, you will have the frequent result. Similarly, you can use for the subtraction. These are simple operations, but you need to go through how you can use these. Okay, so result is 10 minus 4, and you are using for subtraction. So the output will be in the next after the shell. Okay, and for the production you will use this sign. So here the multiplication of the two number is 6 into 7, which will store here inside, and to print we will pass this variable through this print command. Okay, and very simple to use. And this is the division backslash we are used to divide a number. Okay, so here we are dividing 9 by 2, and 9.2 we know this will be 4.5. So the output must be 4.5 when you will execute this shell. Yeah, this is the floor function. This must be very clear to all the participants. You know, when we will divide 9 by 2, this will be 4.5. Okay, but the value will be 4. The value is 4 here. Okay, so in the case of the floor function, the value, yes, please. Any question, please? Dear participant, I announce that if you have any question, you can unmute your mic, but avoid unnecessary unmute mic. Okay, so that I can smoothly present all the content which we prepared for the today. Okay, so here you can see this, the value of this will be, when you will divide 9 by 2, this will be 4.5. Okay, but towards left, the first integer is 4, so the value will be 4. If you will take 9.5, if will you take here 9.5, again the value will be, you can see 4. If you will take 9.99, okay, so this happened due to the floor function, always it will be 4. Okay, if you will take here 7, and you know the value of 7 by 2 is 3.5, but this will return 3. If you will take 7.5, okay, again this will be 3. If you will take 7.9, okay, so the first integer on the left side is 3. Okay, so this will avoid the float value. Okay, the value when you will divide 7.98 by 2, the value will be less than 4. So the left integer is, first integer is 3.0. Okay, and here we have the modulus. So the when you will use this modulus here, the return the remainder after division. So this will return only the remainder when you will divide 11 by 3. Okay, so the output will be 1. The output will be, you can see, check it if it is 10. If it is 10, then the remainder will be 1. If it is 11, okay, the remainder will be, you can see, 2. If here is 12, and you know 12 is exactly divisible by 3, so the remainder will be 0. Okay, so when you will use this modulus percentage sign, the result, when you will apply this operation, we get only the remainder after the division what is there. Okay, and for the exponent in Python, we always use this double time product sign. Okay, the meaning is that this operation is 2 raised to power 3. Okay, and 2 raised to power 3 will be 8, and after computing, the value will store at its place, and here the value will be printed when you will execute from this place. Okay, so you can check this is the 8. If you will take here 4, then this will be 16. If here is 3 and here is 2, okay, then 3 square 9 and 3 cube we have 27. Okay, and then if you will take 3 raised to power 4, so for the exponent you will use this double product sign. Okay, so this is 81. So these are the some basic operations syntax which are required while you need some type of the computing, and while writing the program, how you can use these symbol syntaxes which are required for writing the programming and for doing some computing part. So all these basic arithmetic operations will help you to write everything. So the when we have the some basic comparison operations. So here I am taking this new shell. Okay, and if you want to take new shell, you can press from plus sign. Okay, so here if you are using a equal to 9, the meaning is that a is some variable and we want to store some value, some information inside a. For that we are using equal sign. Okay, so the meaning of this statement is the value of a is 9. Okay, if you need some comparison. Okay, so here you can see 5 is equal to 5. This is the comparison. 5 is equal to 5 or 5 equal to 6. This is the logical statement. This can be true or false. Okay. So when you will execute, we know 5 is equal to 5. So here we are not storing the value. 5 is not here the variable. Okay. So 5 is the value, and on the right hand side we have some value. So we are comparing these two values, whether these values are equal or not. Okay, so here the values are equal, that's why we have true. If you have 6, okay, so we know 5 cannot be equal to 6, so this is the first false statement, and when you will execute, you can see here is false. And similarly, if you have the negation, this negation in Python, you will use this sign, and the meaning of this statement is that not equal. The meaning is not equal. Okay, so here the hash sign is used for the comment, and you can see 5 not equal to 6 is true, and if you will take 5 not equal to 5, this is false. 5 not equal to 5, the meaning is that this symbol which is between these two integer not equal to. Okay, but here 5 is equal to 5, that's why we have the statement is false. You can see. Okay, and again you can have less than 5 is less than 5. The meaning is that this is false. Okay, 5 cannot less than 5. Okay, but 5 is less than 6. This is true, so this will return true statement. If we have here is 4, 5 is less than 4, we know this statement is not true, so this will return false. Okay, similarly you can use here the greater sign. You can use here greater sign. and very simple to use all these logical comparison. We have the less than, greater than. If you have two values, either these values will be equal or not equal. One is greater than, then the other will be less than. Okay, so less than, greater than, less than and equal to, greater than and equal to, equal. So these all are the comparison. Okay, so we are comparing here the given two values. So here 5 is greater than 4 is true, and if you take here 6, okay, you can see it. If sometimes we need this type of the comparison, you can see here less than and equal to. So here we have two operations. One is less than or equal. So if one of these two condition is satisfied, then this will be true. See here. So 5 not equal to 6, but 5 is less than 6. 5 not equal to 6, but 5 is less than 6. So that's why this is true. Okay. And if you are taking here 6, so again we have two conditions are there. Either 6 is less than 6 or 6 is equal to 6. So one condition again satisfied at this place. So that's why it is again true. And similarly, if you have greater than, you can use here greater than and equal to. Okay. So this statement is true. And if you are taking here 5, okay, so both the statement are true. 5 cannot be equal to 6 and 5 cannot be greater than 6. So both the conditions which are jointly used at the place are not true. That's why this statement is false. Okay, so these are the some comparison between the numbers which we can use easily, and usually in a real life also we have uh, this type of the comparison we made in the daily routine. Okay, the another way you can also store this comparison in any assignment variable. Okay, suppose that I am using here a is equal to. Okay, here the equal sign is using for to assign the value, but value on the right hand side we have is the logical comparison between the two numbers. So we can store this logical statement inside the a, and the later on we can use. So here when you will execute, but there is no output because this is the only assignment variable. We have to print this value, and for the print you can use here a. Okay, so according to this statement, what is the conclusion or what is the output? That output will be stored inside a, and by using this print command we can print the value. Okay, so the above statement, logical statement, which is 5 greater than or equal to 6 is not true. Okay, 5 cannot be equal to 6, 5 cannot be greater than 6. And if it is like in this way, less than, okay, and again you can check it, this is true. So in this way you can play various type of the logical operations according to your need. Okay, you can play with the code and you can enjoy and you can learn a lot of according to this logical operations you will apply, you will try according to your thinking. So you can have build a computing thinking, and you can later on apply for long programming. Okay, but these are the small parts, and as soon as you will do some experiment, you will play with this type of the simple codes, you can integrate while writing the long programming. This will help you. Okay, so if there is any question regarding this comparison, you can unmute your mic, you can ask from me. Yes, please. Anyone? Or either you can raise your hand. If any doubt, I can repeat.
Hello, sir. I didn't understand the x double star equals to 3. Why it's 1?
This one I will explain. This one I will discuss. Okay.
Okay,
This
sir.
is
Okay.
the sequence. This is
Fine.
in the. Okay, I am talking about these comparisons which are available at this place.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this part is going. So is there any doubt in this part only? I think no doubt. So now based on these comparison, I have right here several examples. You can easily go through one by one. Yeah, these are the examples. So here The equal, I have explained this one. Not equal to, the meaning of this symbol is notation is not equal to. Okay, and here we have used directly at this place print 5 not equal to 3, and you can check it true, and you can compare, check this statement also. 5 is equal to 5, this is again true, and for the greater than, you can check this statement. 7 is greater than 5 is true, and 2 is less than 8 is, oh, 2 is less than 8, this is true, and here we have greater than and equal to. Okay, the meaning of this statement, this symbol is greater than or equal to. Okay, and you can execute, you can check this is true, and again we have at this place, we have 4 less than and equal to 4, this is true, and will return true. If you you have the, you can manipulate the value, suppose it is 5, the statement become false. Okay, and if you have 3, this is true. So all these examples which I put inside here, this file will be available for you. You can go through all these statements which are available, and you can check their output. You can manipulate the values. Notice that the values which I put at this place, you will take as it is. You must manipulate all these values. Check what happened when you make some changes. Okay. So now we have some logical operations, and in the case of logical operations, either the statement will be true or false. Okay, we have only when you have any logical statement, that statement will be either true or false. Okay, suppose that I am going to college, either this will be true. If I am really going to college, either it will be or it will be false. Okay, so every statement have only two conclusion, two outputs, either it will be true or false. So how you can use all these? Here we have the logical AND. Okay, so and on the right hand side, I describe about the meaning of this operation. Returns true only if both the conditions are true. So this is the one condition according to the statement, and this is the, again we have true if we have two statements and both are true, then this will output will be true. You can check here, and if one is false, in that case the output will be false. Similarly, in the case of OR, at least one condition is true, then it will return true. If both are false, then it will be false, or both are true, one is true, then again true, but both are false, only then it will be false. Okay, so corresponding to this one we have true, and corresponding to this statement, this command, we have false. Okay, and note is used for if the statement is true, and if you are using note, so it's a reverse result. Okay, if true, then false. If false, not false is true. Okay, so you can check it. So against this one, not true means false, not false means true. Okay, so these are the some basic, and sometimes these can be helpful while you are doing some data type analytic, which we do in the coming sessions. Okay, but everyone, whether you are a programmer or you are doing only the statistical analysis, these are the basic foundations, and at least these basic foundations must be clear everyone, so that all these will help you to understand the program, or the further when you will apply the formulas for statistical analysis, for any type of operations which we need. So all these basic foundations will help you to understand. So next we have very important is assignment operations. Okay, this part is very important. We can assign the value, and after that how we can apply the operation. Okay, so several examples I put here, and this will help you to understand, and some of these will be very helpful when you are using while loop, for loop, or etc. So in that case, this type of the operations will help you. So here, very first example is only the basic assignment. You can easily assign the value to taking the variable. So the meaning of this statement is you have some information, the value is 10, and by using the equal sign, the variable is x. So this value, which is 10, stored inside x variable. Okay, and when you will execute, the print statement is used here to print the value. Very simple, nothing. But now that main thing start from this place. Okay, when you have this notation which you can see inside plus equal. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? Adds a value and assign the result. See, the value we are taking at this place is x equal to 10, but if you are using x plus equal, okay, the meaning of this is that x plus 5. The meaning is that meaning of this statement is x equal to x plus 5. The value of 10 is taken at its place, and 10 plus 5 we have is 15. Okay, so the meaning of this statement when we have x is equal to 10, 10 plus 5. Okay, the value of x is 10, 10 plus 5, then equal. So the value will be stored inside is 15. So there are two tasks at this place. First, add the value, then assign the value. I think you got it. And when we will execute this shell, and you can see this is 15. Similarly, the other operations are same. If you have x minus equal 3, x minus equal 3. So the meaning of this statement is x minus 3. So the 15 will be updated at its place. 15 minus 3 is 12. 15 minus 3 is 12. So the value which is stored inside at its place x is 12. You can check it. This is 12. If you are taking here 3, so 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So the store value is 0. Okay. So in this way, these are the some sense of this sign which we are taking from the arithmetic operations before equal sign. Okay. And again, you can check this new example multiplication. Yeah. Here is x equal to 12, x product is equal to 2. So the meaning is that this one, x product 2. So the value which we have at this place 12, 12 will be multiplied with 2 and then store inside x. Check it. So this is the 24. This is 24, quite easy. Similarly, if you have the division, see here. So x is equal to 24 and we are using x backslash equal to 4. The meaning is that x will be divided by 4 and 24 upon 4 we have is 6. So the value which will store at this place will be 6. Okay, so print is used here to print the value. And in the same case, we can have the floor function. Okay, floor divide and assign. So here, this is the notation which you can use for this operation. Okay, this will perform floor division and then assign the value. Okay, so here x equal to we have 6 and we are taking at a place x double backslash is equal to 2. The meaning is that this one. Okay, so the value will be updated inside x after doing this operation and the value will be 3. If you are taking at a place 6.5, if you have 6.5, okay, and you can see this is again 3. If you are taking at a place is 7, then this is again 3. Okay, if you are taking 7.9, because the function is floor, that's why it is happening. And in the same case, we can have the modulus function. Okay, and you can check it at its place. This is the answer which you are asking from me, x is equal to 3. And here the meaning of this is perform modulus and assign. So first this will perform the modulus and then this will assign the value. So here we have the x is equal to 3 and when you will apply this operation and you can see that 3 will be divided by 2. This is the operation. 3 will be divided 2 and remainder is 1. Okay, this is the answer. If you will take here 4, see what happened? 0. This is the remainder. Okay, and here is x is equal to 3. And I told you that in the beginning, I explained about the meaning of this double star or the product sign. Okay, the meaning is that for exponent. Okay, so here the meaning of this statement is 3 exponent 3 means 3 cube. Okay, so the value of x is 3. The meaning of this statement is x double product 3. The meaning is that x exponent 3 or x raised to power 3, and this will return the value. So here we are taking x is equal to 3, and when you will execute 3 cube is 27, and if you will take here 1, okay, so this will be x cube is equal to 1, and the value of x is 1. Okay, so these are the some basic operations which are highly required and to understand for the further basic operations and for the advanced level programming which we need. Okay, so I think if you have still any doubt, I tried to present in a very simple way, but a little bit speed is today fast because we lost some time. Okay, so if you have any question, please raise your hand. You can unmute your mic. You can ask me so that I can open next file if there is no doubt. Anyone, please don't hesitate. You can unmute your mic. No question. Okay, thank you. If there is no question. Okay, so now this file I will again share with you and you can access. Okay. So when you will have the file and you will have this folder in your Google Drive. Okay, this will be created automatically when you will write when you will open any notebook by using your Gmail account. Some of the participants are new, so small part I want to expand once again so that you can easily use this content. You can. Okay, so I will take only 1 minute. Dear participant, for those who did not attend this session yesterday, how you can create the Google Colab notebook account? Very simple. Just you need have your Gmail account, and you will go to address place Google, and here you will enter Colab. Okay, and on the top, sorry, this is Colab, and then enter. So here on the top you will find the collab.research.google.com. Okay, and when you will click on it, this page will open. You will click on the new notebook. If you do not use this Google Colab, very simple to use. Okay, and after that you will have this is the notebook. You can see here, going to open. Yes, so here in this inside the file, from this place you can insert your text part. There are two options. One is code, the other is text. Okay, if you are writing here some text like I'm writing here Python session. I will not do take a long statement. So as soon as you will enter some statement on the left hand side, the same will appear on the right hand side. If you want it's bold, then you will click on the bold, and you can use double star on left and right side. Okay, this will be automatically bold on the right hand side. If you want to increase the font size, you can do easily by using this hash sign. So the font size will be increased. If you want to print this as a title of your file, so what you will do, you will press only shift and enter. Okay, and if you again you want to edit this title, double click on it and you can edit the title. You can add some more information, and if you want to add some description about the title, will be added here. Okay, you will add here, and again when you will print, so this is the title, and title must be on your document on the top. So what you will do, you can see here the upward and arrow signs are there. By using all these, you can move this shell upward or downward, and this is the this shell is used for the code. Okay, so your code you can write here at this place, just like one example, a equal to 8, then enter, b is equal to 9. You need not require it to assign declare any variable, just as you are speaking, write at space. D is equal to, I have some operation like A plus B plus C. Okay, and then you can print the value. So this is the simplest way. And in the by using the same pattern, same way, I have prepared the files so that in the less time I can demonstrate, I can present a lot of the content. Okay, what are required in the less time, more content. Okay, so here this notebook you can use as presentation. Okay, you can use this file for the teaching, for the learning, for the programming, and also you can share this file with your colleagues, with your student. Okay, so very simple. If you want to make its full size, you can press F11. By pressing F11, this is in the full size. So this is the way, and again when you will press F11, this will be in the normal size. Okay, so in this way, by using all these things, I have prepared these files which you can see at this place. One more thing. When you will create this file will be automatically saved in your Google Drive in a folder. The folder name will be this one. You can see this folder will be created in your Google Drive automatically. This one. Okay. And when you will double click on it, so the file which you created will be automatically saved inside this folder. Okay. So these are the files which I created and saved with the name. And you can find here also the file which is created inside the Google by using the Google Club is based on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, you can use this Google Club again. Google Club is completely based on the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so if you are using the Jupyter Notebook in your system, you can use all this content, upload the file, and you can use. Okay, so this is the folder which I have prepared Python made easy foundation course. Okay, so inside this is the new file which I need to present today and prepare for the today's session. Very interesting, and during this 1 hour you will enjoy and we will play with this and how we can control our workflow. Okay, so this file I prepared today, and if I will press F11, this is in the full size. If you want to edit according to your so just what you will do, you will double click on it and you can modify according to your need. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the control flow, conditional statements and loops. These two topics are very, very highly useful to control your workflow, the programming, how your program work according to your given instructions. Okay, so all these will help you, and control flow in the Python refers to the order in which individual statement, instruction or function are executed within the program. It is used to make decisions and repeat action using conditional statement. There are three types: if else, if else, if else. Okay, and there are two types of loop. One is for loop and other is while loop. So these statements are same as we are using in the C or C++ or the other programming. Logic is same, but syntax will be different. Okay, so the behind the logic will remain always same. Just we need to understand the what are the syntax in the Python and how we can use. And I hope you will enjoy this lecture now. And very beginners who are not familiar about the programming, there are some participants who are not background in the computer. So those people are also not to need to worry. Just see sometimes in our real life also we apply some conditions. Okay, with our friends, with our colleagues. If you will do this task, then you will have this price. Okay, so these are some condition based, and according to condition we have to perform our task. In the same way, we can assign some task to perform according to the given condition to the Python programming. Okay, so this will help you in many way. So here first we are going to discuss about the conditional statement, and this allows execution of a specific block of code based on certain conditions. So here we have the very simple, there is only the one condition, if statement. Okay, so the if statement in the Python is used to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. There will be only one condition, and if that particular given condition is true, only then the block will execute. Otherwise, block will not execute. There will be no output. And it is the simplest form of the decision making in the programming. If the condition evaluate is to true, the code inside the block runs, otherwise it is skipped. Okay, so here is the syntax which you can see here for the this if condition. So here we will apply the if condition. Okay, if, then here is the condition, whatever we have we will apply at this place, and if this condition is true, only then this block will execute. Otherwise, this will be skipped. See the example, very simple and interesting example is here. Yeah, you can see we have the value of x is equal to 9. Okay, and here this is the if condition, and the condition is that x is greater than 5, and value of x is 9. It means 9 greater than 5, it is true. So this block will execute. Here will be any kind of the function. Here we can have some computational statement is there, but here we are using a simple statement which is print x is greater than 5. So this block will execute only if the value of x is greater than 5. And when you will execute from this place, okay, so x is greater than 5. If you are taking at this place 5, if you are taking 5, and we know 5 cannot be greater than 5. We discussed logical comparisons before this file in the last lecture number 3. Okay, this is the lecture number 4 which I have created here. Okay, this is the lecture number 4. Okay, so 1 and 2 are absent. We start from the lecture 3. Okay, so if we know 5 cannot be greater than 5, and when you will execute, you can see there is no output, since the statement conditional statement which is applied at this place is not true. Okay, that's why. So any value which is less than or equal to 5, this block will not execute. So in all those cases, this condition is not true. If you will take at this place 0, and you know 0 is again less than 5, which is not true for this operation. Okay, and will not execute. You can see on this will execute only if the value is 5.1, which is greater than 5. You can see. Okay, x is greater than 5. So these are the conditions which we apply to perform the task according to our condition. We will assign the condition to the program, and according to that Python will work according to our instructions. Okay, so these conditional statement must be very clear how we can apply. Okay, so here in this there is only one condition. What happen if there are two conditions? Okay, according to this example, if 5 is greater than 5, it's okay. If it is false, then what happen? Then we have the second condition. So we want that second condition also must be executed, the other part. So for that we will use here if else. So if else statement in the Python is a fundamental control structure used to make a decision in the program. It allows the program to execute one block of the code if the condition is true. Okay, as you can see in the first example. Okay, and another block if the condition is false, because when we have condition, there will be always it will be true or it will be false. Okay, so in the first example, the block will execute only if the condition is true, but here if the condition is false, then we want to execute the other part also. When the condition is false, then what happen? We will assign the other task. Okay, so in that case we have this is the syntax. You can see, you can observe at this place. This is the syntax. If condition, you will apply the condition at this place. If this condition is true, then this block will execute. Okay, block will be executed if the condition is true. If this block this condition is not true, means it is false, then we are using here else, and this block will execute only if the first condition is false. Okay, so this is the second block which will be executed only if the given condition is false. So this is the syntax which we have to follow whenever we have this type of the condition, and I put here several examples so that you can easily understand. Example is very important for more understanding how you can implement. Okay, so here in the very first example, we have the task that temperature checker. Okay, application to suggest clothing based on the temperature. So here we have temperature is 12. So here this we can manipulate, we can change the value. Okay, but here are the conditions. Here are the conditions which we apply. If temperature is less than 15, print it's cold, wear a jacket. Okay, if temperature is equal to 15 or greater than 15, in that case the weather is fine, no jacket needed. Okay, so at the place either this statement will be true or false. If this statement at the place which we are given here is true, then this block will be executed. If this statement is false, then this block will not execute, else this block will be executed. Okay, you can check now. See this example very carefully, and once you understand this flow, you easily understand the other examples. So here you can see that temperature is 12 and 12 is less than 15. So this statement is true according to the value which we assign at the place. So this statement will be executed. You can see if we are assigning the value at the place is 15, and you can see 15 cannot be less than 15. It means this condition is false and this block will not execute. Then this block will be executed. Yes, you can see the weather is fine, no jacket needed. Is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubt?
Yes, sir, it's clear. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Clear, sir.
Okay, clear. Thank you. And the second example is also based on the same example result grading system. Okay, to determine the pass or fail, you can see here we apply the condition if marks are greater than or equal to 40, then this message will be reflected, and if the value which we will assign at the place or this condition is false, then this statement will be executed. Sorry, you failed, better luck next time. Okay, so you can check here the value which we assign at the place is greater than 40. Okay, that's why this message reflect at the place. Okay, and if you will take the value which is 40, and here the condition which we apply is greater than and equal to, either the value must be greater than 40 or equal to 40. Okay, so at this place there are two conditions. So again the condition is true since we have 40. Okay, so the same message will reflect if as soon as you will take or decrease some more like 39. Okay, and you know the condition is false at this place, not fulfill the condition, so this block will not execute, this block will be executed, and you can see the message. Okay, and similarly again we have even or odd detector math application to check the if number is even or odd. You can do, see here we are taking number, you can assign any value, but here we have to write our program if number divided by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, when you will divide any number and that is divisible by 2 and remainder is equal to 0, here you can see this is equal to. Okay, the meaning is that you are divided the number by 2 and remainder is equal to 0. In that case the statement is true and the number is even. If the remainder is not equal to 0, if this condition is false, and condition will be false only if the remainder is not equal to 0. In that case we have the odd number. So all the numbers either it will be even or odd. Okay, you can check it. You can see here the number is odd since when you will divide 5 by 2, remainder is 1, not equal to 0. That's why this block is executed and false this condition. If you will take at this place any number which is divisible by 2, okay, I am taking here number is 12. And see, now this condition which we applied at its place is true since is equal to 0. Remainder is 0. That's why this statement will print at its place. Okay. So in this case, when we have the two conditions are there, then you will use if else condition. If you have the conditions more than two, then you will use if else condition. Okay, you can see here. So in the Python we have, this is the syntax which we have to use for if else condition. Okay, so this is the syntax which we will use here, and check here when you have the multiple conditions are there. This is the first condition, if condition. This is the one condition, and if this condition is true, then this block will be executed. If this condition is false, then else if. This is the second condition. If the second condition is true, if the second condition which you will apply at its place is true, then this block will be executed. Okay, again if this condition is not true, then this block will not executed. We need one more condition. You will apply the next condition. Okay, and if this condition is again false, then this block will not execute. This block will be executed only if the condition is true. Okay, and if this condition is false, then else, whatever we have. Okay, so in this way you can extend as much you have the given conditions, you can apply. Okay, 3 conditions, 4 conditions, 5 conditions, you can extend according to your need. Okay, so else means when these 3 conditions are false. Okay, in that case this condition will true and will be executed. See the example here. I put here, I think 3 examples are there, and all these will help you. Yes. So see the first example here. First example is again based on the grade classification system application. We try to put here. So if the marks are greater than and equal to 90, the grade will be A. Grade will be A. If the marks are less than 90 but greater than or equal to 75, if the marks are less than 90 but greater than and equal to 75, this is the next condition. Marks are greater than or equal to 75. So this statement automatically will execute only if this condition is false, and this condition will false only if the value is less than 90. Okay, and less than 90 we have many values up to 0. But here we apply the next condition. If marks are greater than and equal to 75 but less than 90, so this condition is true, this block will be executed. Okay, and if the marks are less than and equal to 75, again we have many numbers up to 0, but we apply the next condition. Marks are less than 75 but greater than and equal to 60. This is the next condition. Okay, so in that case grade B will be C. And if the marks are less than 60, then we have grade D. Okay, and you can assign some more grade, like if the marks are less than 40, in that case the candidate will be failed. Okay, you can more extend. So here according to these marks which we will assign at the place, you can see here I am assigning the value is 91, and you can see that this condition is satisfied. So this condition is true, the grade will be A. If you are taking here the value is less than 90, I am taking here 89. Okay, and you can see that first condition is not true, this block will not execute, but the value is greater than 75, this condition is true. Okay, this block will be executed, and you can see we have grade B. And if you are taking the value which is less than 75 but greater than 60, you can choose any value. Okay, I am taking here 65. You can see the value we are choosing at the place are greater than 60 but less than 75. Okay, so sorry, less than then also we have the grade B. In this case the value is grade is C. Okay, the value which is greater than 60 but less than 75. Okay, we have grade C. And if you are taking the value which is less than 60. If you are taking 60, then again we have grade C, but the value is less than 60, like 55. Yes. So this is the way how we can instruct to the Python to execute the given statement according to the condition. And in this way, you can write your smart program, intelligent programming you can do. Okay. And according to that, your intelligent program will do according to the instructions. Similarly, we can have the same process, but here the example is age group identifier application. Okay, we can categorize in the age group. So here you can see if the age is, we apply here some conditions. If the age is less than 13, you are child. If the age is less than 20 but greater than 13, you are teenager. If the age is less than 60 but greater than 40, you are adult. If you are more than 60, then you are senior citizen, and you can play this code accordingly. You can see that 25. So 25 is here greater than 20. So this condition is false. This is false. This condition will be executed. Okay, you are adult. You can take here 12. So this condition is true. Okay. So you can manipulate this statement, and very simple. Again, we have a traffic light control application to decide action based on the signal. Okay, here we are using the colors. So if the signal is, this is the first condition, red, then stop. Okay, we are using here double equal sign. Okay, this is the comparison. Remember that double equal is used for the comparison. So we are comparing the values, but here we are comparing the colors. Okay, values are colors at this place. So signal is this one. This is the signal means light color. Okay, so according to the color which will match on the right hand side, this program will take the decision. So here signal is red, stop. Signal is yellow, get ready. Signal is green, okay, go. And otherwise invalid. If we have three colors, if we are using other color which is not belong to these three group, okay, three colors, in that case we have the invalid signal. So we are using here first red color. Okay, we are taking red. So what happened? This is the signal and light is red. So this condition is satisfied. Red will be equal to red. This condition is satisfied. So the output will be stop. If you are using here yellow, this condition will be satisfied. This statement will be executed according to the given color at the place. Okay. But you know the Python is again very sensitive. If you are using green in this way, invalid signal, because this statement not compares with this one. So G must be in uppercase. G must be in uppercase. Go. Okay. So the left side must be equal to right side. Only then this program will take the decision according to the condition. And here is also one more example. You can check it yourself. Okay. This is for you. Someone has unmute mic. Someone's mic is unmuted. If you have question, you can ask from me.
Sir, can we give him variables like green in capital letter and green in small letter? Hello? Yes, sir.
Yes, now repeat your question.
Can we give him like green slash green, one in small letter and one in capital letter?
For this part?
Yes.
Okay. So here we are using double equal, okay? And in the beginning, I explained the meaning of difference between the equal and other. I am taking here. Yes, you can see 5 if you are taking single equal. Single equal sign we are using to store the value, to store the information, okay? So here the meaning is that we have stored some information inside a variable that is 2, okay? But if we are using double equal sign, if we are using double equal sign, so this become logical statement. This becomes logical statement, okay? So here is the comparison, whether 2 is equal to 4 or not. So according to that, this will return this statement will be true or false. According to that, this will return the value. So now we know that 2 is not equal to 4. This is false. 2 is equal to 4. The given statement here is false. 2 cannot be equal to 4. This is false. If you are taking here 4, okay. So this is true. So we are using double equal sign to compare the values. Okay, values may be in the form of some numerical value, or either it may be some character. Okay, whether the left side or right side string are equal or not. Okay, so here when we are doing this operation, which you can see, and you are asking, yes. So this is some information, some value, but in the form of a string. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the types of the data set, which type of the data we can store to assign any variable. So yesterday's lecture was very important to store some information. So this is the string, and we wanted to store this string inside the signal. Signal is only the assignment variable. You can take just like A, B, C, we are taking, X, Y, Z, we are taking. We are writing here, this is the signal. Okay, this is the some name. So this information is stored inside signal, and we are using here this signal is equal to red. If the signal is red, the meaning is statement is that if the signal is equal to red, okay. So this statement is true or false depend upon which value we assign at a place. Okay, so if you are taking at this place red, the meaning is that signal is red, and you applied the condition at this place red, the value of this is red, red is equal to red. So both are equal, comparison is true, this statement is true, which the condition you applied at its place is true. So if the condition you applied at its place is true, then this will execute, this will perform the task. See, stop. The task is stop. Okay, if you are using yellow, you are using yellow in the place of red. Okay, so you can see the signal is yellow. Now there is a yellow light. Okay, so this value will be placed at the place. Yellow cannot be equal to red. Okay, so this condition is false. This statement will not execute. Again, this will check this condition whether it is true or false. According to that, the next statement will be executed. So if this statement is true, only then this statement will be executed. But here the signal is yellow. See this one, and yellow is equal to yellow. Okay, if the signal is yellow and this is the signal, so yellow is equal to yellow, the condition is satisfied, the condition is true. Okay, this block will be executed according to this decision. The condition is true, only then this block will be executed, and you can check it. Get ready. The message is get ready. Similarly, you can take at space green. Okay, and check it, go. So the signal is green. This is the only the program. Okay, this is the program, but here we will update the information. The signal is red or green or what. So according to that, this intelligent program will take decision. And if you are choosing any other color, and this is the last when all these are not true, in that case this will be executed. See here, if I will take small g, this is green, this is green, but the problem is that Python is very sensitive. The meaning of this is lower g and uppercase g have different meaning. That's why this is not equal to this one. Okay, so you can see invalid, and valid only if you are using the same text which you are using for the colors at the place. So the left side and right side must be matched, only then the decision will be taken according to the condition. So condition will be satisfied. We have the according to that condition the output. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, it's clear. Thank you.
Clear. Thank you. So here we have the loops in Python. Again, this part is very, very important. Okay. So loops in Python are used to execute a block of the code repeatedly as long as specified condition is met. They are essential for automating repetitive tasks and processing the data efficiently. Python support two main types of the loops are there. One is for loop, okay, used to iterate over the sequence like list, tuple, string, range, and all these we discussed yesterday. Okay, you must go through the file number 3, which I have shared with you. This is file number 4. Okay, this is the lecture number 4. You must go through the lecture number 3, and several examples I put there. This will help you. Okay, so here well, the meaning is that sometimes we have to perform and just like iterations. So according to the when our you can say any condition which is met or required, till then this loop will perform the task repeatedly. Okay, and while loop repeat a block of the code while the condition is true. Okay, so we discuss with the examples. With the example, you have the more clarity about the for loop and while loop. See here, first we are talking about the for loop. Okay, see this example.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Omar Osman. Yeah, how are
Yeah,
you?
I'm fine, sir. Regarding the condition statement you just use for the traffic. Hello?
And conditional statement.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are perfect audible.
Yeah, since the variable is a kind of case sensitive. So if to say now in writing the either green or yellow, I declare the variable signal as yellow with small letter y. Now, yes, and if according to the statement there is no letters that have capital small letter y. So if I run it now, is it going to display invalid, or should I use, let's say, capital letter y or small letter y, so that anyone that the user input, it can get a result?
I don't get your exact question. Can you repeat again?
Okay, so this example 3 now,
Hmm.
we declare a variable signal as green, right?
Yes.
Now in the final if else, we say if signal is equal to green, it prints
Hmm.
go.
Yes.
Now what if the initial signal is small g instead of capital G?
Okay, see here.
Yes,
If you are taking here small g,
yes, or capital G together, so
okay,
that
here is small g, then you must have added place small g. Only then this value will be matched with this one.
yeah. So if it doesn't match, then it's
Then
going to display invalid.
yeah, this is the problem. Actually, we have the string, we have the values, okay, and we
Yes.
are using the equal sign, okay. So
Yeah.
left side and right side must be equal, okay. As
Okay.
you know, Python is very sensitive. See here, if come to this place, okay, if you are taking a is equal to 9 and you are taking a is equal to 8, okay, and if you are using print, if you are using small a, then this will print only 9. If you
Yes.
are using at the place up this a, then this will print only 8.
Yes.
Okay, so both are first letter, but not equal. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
these are different in the case of programming. These are not equal. Okay, if you will compare, if you will see, if you will do the some comparison, a is equal to a.
Yes.
Sorry, a is equal to a. Here, a
So
equal to a.
sir,
Yes, please.
what I'm trying to say is that, for instance, there are certain instances that you can write exam for fill in the blank spaces. Let's
Uh,
say, yes, let's say the user is either is to input with capital letter or small letter. So how can I program it so that if the user input either capital letter or small letter, as far as the word is correct,
no,
it's going to make
actually, the thing is that everywhere we are using lowercase, okay. But
yeah.
sometimes if you assign name, if you have some name, in that
Yes.
case you can use first letter as a uppercase. You
Okay.
can see here apple,
Yeah.
banana, cherry. These are the names, and we are using in the lowercase. If you are using here uppercase, no
Yes.
problem, because these are the string. These are the string. Okay. But
Yes.
in the programming, you will always use lowercase.
Okay.
These are the names only.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these will print here. If you are using lowercase, no problem. Uppercase you
Understood.
can use, lowercase you can use in the string only. But while writing the program, okay, this is the part of the programming. Here we
Okay.
are storing some information. Okay, this is the assignment variable. In the assignment variable, you can use uppercase first letter or lowercase, no problem. But when you
Okay.
will, while writing the programming, just like for in, you can't use here at the place uppercase letter. Okay, so these things you have to keep in mind while writing any program.
Okay.
So here we are using the for loop. Okay, so this is some we have list of the data, and inside this list we have apple, banana, cherry, and these are the some characters, and characters always appear in the double quote sign, or you can use a single quote sign. And this fruit name, this is the list, and this list store inside. This is the fruit's name. Okay, now we are using here for loop. So how you can use for loop? This is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax for loop which we are using here. For add place fruit. These are the fruit. Okay, then in fruits, in fruits. So by using this statement and at the end don't forget this double quote colon sign. Okay, colon sign is also we have to use. So this is the syntax to apply the, just like this is the variable. This is the only variable. Okay, at the best you can use x, you can use y, you can use fruit. Okay, so according to that, from fruits this will take first, then second, then third, and so on, and this will print at the space. See here, so this all this, if you are using x at the space, okay, x is variable. Okay, and at the space you have to update. Okay, so this is the first x, this is the second, this is the third. So according to that, this will return the value. You can see. So this is the syntax, but x from where? From this list. Okay. Similarly, you can use for loop for the tuple, and you can see this is the tuple, and we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So these are the numbers. Again, you can use that space. This num is only the variable. Okay, variable. which is used for the values inside numbers. Okay, if you can take a space x or anything, and when you will execute, you can see. So first value taken, second value taken, third value taken. If you change the order, if you are changing the order, this is 3 and this is 1. Okay, and see, these are 3, 2, 1. So the for x in number, this will start from the first and goes to up to the last value, depend upon the length of the tuple, how many elements are there. Okay, but this will be start from the first index to the last one. Okay, you can see. So 3 to 1, and the values are taken from this tuple one by one, print, and you can see in this order. Again, you can have the iterative over a string, just like this is the string. You can see Python. Python is we have string and store inside the we are using the name, and we are using the double quote sign, or you can use single quote sign also. And for this string, we are using for, okay, for character. So these are the character P, Y, T, H, O, N. So these character will be taken from name. This value is stored inside name. Okay, so when you will print the character, so it will start from very first character to just like P, Y, T, H, O, N. In the same order, this will print the value by using this one. You can see P, Y, T, H, O, N. Okay, and the syntax is very quite simple. And again, you can see the next example. Sometimes we have the iterating using range. If we have the range, sometimes we have to use, and in the coming sessions we will take this example also. Many times we have to use a range. So for I will be the values inside the range, and we are taking the range up to 5. Okay, so when you will execute, 5 numbers will be appear, but in the Python the first index is 0. So this will start from 0 and goes to up to 4. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are 5. So index in Python starting from 0. If you will take at the pace 10, this will go up to 9, 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. So these are 10 in indexing. Okay, so in this way you can use for loop, for the numbers, for the tuple, for list. Okay, and separately all type of the examples I put here, so that every example you can check, just like list, tuple, string, range. There are 4 type and 4 type examples I put here. The other is the while loop. How? Okay, so this will act till the condition is true. Until the condition is true. See here. Okay. I think while loop I skip here. Skipped. So here are the loop controls. Okay. So first is the break. This will exit the loop. Then we have the continue, skip the current iteration, pass, does nothing. So here you can see break the exit. So here what you will observe here, we are taking the for loop in range 10. So if I is equal to 10, this is the condition. If this condition is true according to this given range, in that case this loop will break. Here we are using the break statement. Okay, and print I. So according to this, what happens? See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but if you are not using this one, then it will go up to 10. But due to this break statement, you have applied the condition, this condition is true, then we are using here break. So by using this break statement, this loop will break according to the condition which you will apply at a space. If you are taking 2, then the break will be this loop will break when I is equal to 2. And you can see we have 0 and 1 only. If you are taking at space 7, okay, and when you will execute, we have the values are up to 6. Since when we have I is equal to 7, the the loop will break and exit from the loop. Okay, so this is the break statement. And in the case of you are using continue, okay, see there is a little bit difference between the break and continue. What happened in the case of continue? Only when this statement is satisfied, I is equal to 2, this will skip the value. This will skip only this iteration only. Okay, and then continue. See, the values appeared at the place are 0, 1, 3, 4. So here this condition when is met, this iteration will be skipped and then continue. Okay, if you will take here 3, so 3 will be skipped, 0, 1, 2, 4. Okay, and if you are using placeholder, in this case for I in the range of 5, okay, if I is equal to 3, pass. This will does nothing. Okay, so same the values from for the for loop will print from 0 to 4. 0 to 4, this is the range. Okay, so this will skip the condition whatever you have applied only for the placeholder, but it does nothing. So there is no impact of this condition when you will apply pass. Okay, so these are some loops, and while loop is also we need to discuss here. Okay, example is skipped. Okay, no problem. So any question related to these examples which I present here?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, in that for loop, we have that Python string, it was there, and we got the output Python in a vertical order. Can we get it in a horizontal order as Python?
Just 1 minute.
For loop.
You can apply the transpose. This can be possible when you will do the operations on the matrix. Matrix will come in the next lecture. Okay, so this is the column. The returning values are in the column. You want to convert all these values in the row, but the values at this place already in the row form. Okay, these are in the row form. Okay, so these are printing in this format in the column. But if you want to convert again these values in the row, you can do, but you have to apply the transpose operation. Okay, the transpose which are the best on the matrix. Okay, matrix operations are there after next lecture. Okay, so when you will understand all the matrix operations which are highly useful in data science, then you can convert these values also in the, you can say, row format, in horizontal format, as you are asking.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any more question? Any more question, please? Dear participant, if you have any question.
No, sir.
No question? Okay. So here, just 1 minute. While, okay. So here we are using count is equal to, we are taking 1. Okay, then we have the while is equal to count is less than. We will apply here the condition count is less than and equal to say 5. Okay, and then use this sign and print.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Sir, please repeat this to a placeholder. Does
Okay.
nothing and further.
Yes, yes. Just 1 minute.
Repeat, sir.
1 minute, please. And count. Okay. And we are applying here a count plus equal 1. Okay. Run it. See. So here you can see this is the while loop we are using here. Count we are starting from 1 and while count less than and equal to 5. So this is the condition. So until this condition is met, this while loop will work. Okay. And then we are print the value at its place. Print count is the value which will be updated at its place in the count. Okay. That will used at its place and count plus equal 1. Okay. So first it will take 1 will be printed here and 1 plus 1 is 2. Next one will be printed and so on. So this is the step size. And but if you are taking here, this is the same task as we are using for loop. Okay. In the case of for loop, we have also the same. But one thing, if you want to manipulate the step size, sorry, here is 0.5. So see, yes, 1, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, and so on. Okay. So here the 0.5 is added to met this condition. So when this condition is satisfied or met, then this will be stop automatically. You can see the last value. Okay. If you are taking here 2, this is again very small. Okay. So this will, you can see here, and goes to, this is very close to, if 2 is added here, the value becomes greater than 5. So the value must be either less than or equal to. You can see the value must be less than and equal to 5. So until this condition is satisfied, then this will perform the task. And as soon as the condition is satisfied, then this will automatically stop. So this is the last value. You can see here, if 0.2 is added here, the value will be greater than 5. So that's why this is the highest value according to the condition. But this type of the step size we can't use in for loop, but we can use while loop if you need to manipulate the step size. Okay, you can do here. So this is the operation which we discussed earlier. I think while the use of while is very clear. If you are taking at a place 0, then this will start from 0. Then this is starting from 0. If you are taking here 2, then this will start from 2. Okay. So this is the use of a while loop. We can manipulate according to our need requirement. But for loop, we can use only if we have numbers, for numbers only. In that case of the number, the step size will be equal to 1. The difference between two consecutive number will be equal to 1. But here you can manipulate the step size. The difference between two consecutive number will be 0.2, whatever you will assign at the place. And if you are taking here
Sir?
1, then the step size is 1. Yes.
Sir, can we use negative numbers as well?
Negative number. Okay. For the negative number, yes, we will try. You are saying that some negative number. Okay, I am taking here, say, okay, this value is 1. This value is 1. But here you are saying that -1. Minus, okay. And you are taking at this place or at this value. See the
Sir,
counting.
within
See the counting is
the
always
counting will start from, yeah,
counting is
bigger
always
to
positive.
smaller number.
Counting never negative. If you have some object, then you can count either it will be 2 or 3 or 4. We can never say these are negative. But sometimes if you need to apply for the negative also, you can use here, see how you can use. I'm taking 5 and here I'm using 0 and here I'm making greater than. See now, these are in the reverse order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is the count, but you are saying that how we can use negative. So here is minus. The meaning is that -1. So 5, 5 minus 1, 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 minus 1, 4, 2, and 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 0. And if you take
Okay, sir.
here, if you are taking here, okay, I'm taking here -5, okay, and I do here less than, okay, and I'm taking here 5 and I'm doing here plus. Okay, so both the way I try to explain here, but you need to understand the sense of this, what we got by using this one. Thinking is also very important. Where how to use, where to use. Okay, so this depend upon your problem, your programming, how you can manage this type of the instructions, and you can do. But the understanding of this part is very important. And you saw that when I use all these numbers, there is no error. Okay, so this because of the long practice. I am using MATLAB since 2010. So I have more than 15 years of experience by using the computing, MATLAB, Mathematica, R programming, Python, SPSS, Octave, Scilab. So by doing some several experiment, we have automatically some type of the expertise, and also I am mathematical background. Okay, but I don't have any computer degree. I don't have any computer course. So this is the use. One participant was asking about uh, there was one part. Iterating, do nothing, right? Do nothing. Okay. Yes, placeholder. Okay, we put here only the placeholder here. Okay, if I is equal to 3. Okay, but when you will use the address place pass. Okay, this pass will do nothing for this for loop. All the values will print here. You can see all the values are there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the case of continue, this iteration will be skipped from this range. And in the case of break, when this condition is met, the loop will break and exit from the loop. So this is the all about difference about these loop control statements: break, continue, and pass. Any doubt, please? So dear participant, this is all about the today's session. And if you have any question, there are about 60 participants in the today's session, but 20 participants are not here. So there are some participants today. I drop one poll and I saw that many participants are willing in the Hindi also. So the thing is that in this platform, there are some participants from out of country, international participants are there. So in that case, we can organize 2 or 3 sessions, especially in Hindi or bilingual, you can say. If I understand, because language is barrier, and sometime when we are beginner, in that case, we are not able to catch everything quickly. But if the basic foundations are clear, then you can do everything, and you can understand the syntax, whatever are there. So we can have one session by tomorrow early in the morning. Link will be provided separately. The link which I provide you today, this is for the entire session which will be held during 7 to 9. Okay. But the session which will be special for you in Hindi or Punjabi, whatever, we can easily speak Hindi, Punjabi. I am Punjabi, so I can understand Punjabi. I can easily speak Punjabi. Okay. And I can speak also Hindi very fine tone. Okay. So there is no problem. We can fix the one session tomorrow. I think tomorrow we can have the session at 8 p.m. is fine. Sorry, 8 a.m. Early in the morning, 8 a.m. Are you agree? Dr. Manpreet Kaur, Pooja Arora, Pooja Rani, all those participants who are willing to listen the session in Hindi.
Yes, sir. We are agree.
आप में से कौन कौन है जो हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं? Raise your hand. You can raise your hand. Bhushan Patel. Okay. I think there will be some participant who are willing. Okay, no problem. I will share the link in the group that will be held through Google Meet. Okay, so we can have the nice discussion. All the doubts which you have, we can discuss there. I understand some questions are there which you need to ask. You need to clear the concept. You need to clear the doubt, whatever you have. So all the participants who are willing to attend the session in the morning 8 a.m. not p.m. Early in the morning 8 a.m. I will share the Google Meet link, and all of you can easily join, and all the interested participant can join. Okay, and in the evening at the same time we will start our session. We will keep continue. Any more question? And the file which I prepared for the today's session, I will share with you in the group after immediately this session. Thank you. Thank you to all. So remember that your attendance is automatically taken by this Zoom meeting. This is commercial. Okay, so I not required it to take attendance, but 70% attendance is important, mandatory for all of you, and attend the entire session. Just not join only for the certificate. Certificate is important, but knowledge is more important. And if you will put your questions, you will discuss with me. So my knowledge is also increased. Okay, so we are, as I told you yesterday, we are exchanging our thought. If I am sharing some information with you, I am getting some knowledge from you also. Okay, so thank you very much for the today's session, and stay connected. Good night. Tomorrow we will be there at the same time. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Good night.